and of course it's raining. Why wouldn't it do? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. My name is of course Paul, and of course after the Focus ST decided to leave me, I had to get rid of it. If you haven't watched that video, that's up here for you guys to check out. I don't have the Focus ST anymore. I had to get rid of the new car sitting right here. It's not new though. So, you know, if you're thinking, oh my god, what's he gone and bought? This is going to be a bit of a shock to some of you, believe me, because I know that a few people that know about this car, when it arrived, when it turned up, and some of them got pictures of it, they were like, is this a joke? Is this a joke? No, it's not a joke. That's not a joke, unfortunately. We all go through stuff. I haven't gone through anything really. Just that Ford decided that obviously the £16,500 would have had to be through some form of loan. I wouldn't get the finance on it, so we've had to do it this way. However, I do explain all, as I said in the Focus ST video, as to why it's gone. So I do explain all that, so be sure to check that video out if you haven't already. Sorry if the wind noise is horrendous. It just started to get windy just as I've started to film this video. But yep, it is a 2009 Mondeo Titanium X Sport. It's a 2.2 litre diesel. It's done 188,000 miles, nearly 189. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, this is mine. In case you were also thinking, no, this can't be right, this can't be real. There's the plate. There is the plate of the Focus, so it is mine. As I say, it's not a bad looking car. It's really not a bad looking car. It's got a few issues, as I've said. They will get sorted out. It'll all look fresh, it'll all look new, and then we'll decide what we're going to do with it in a few months' time. So the only good thing about it is I actually do own the car outright. I have no finance payments on this car. This car is 100% mine. So I'm now free to do with it what I like. I think I'll talk to you in the car about the situation because it's got a few issues with it already and they do need to be addressed, and I've got an idea of what my plan going forward's going to be. It's a bit strange to say the least because obviously it's not something I'm used to. I'm not used to having an older car. Always been used to new cars. Even like me second-hand ones were always like 1500, like the Astra GTC VXR was 1500 miles and it was an 18 plate and it was at the time fairly new. The guy had got rid of it because he needed a diesel to get to work because he was driving to and from London every day. If you haven't watched the last video of the ST going, then I'd suggest go back, watch that as to the reason why it had to go, and then come back to this one. I could have got a little bit more for the car selling it through another third party for convenience and for it to go straight away and for me to not have to shop around looking for a vehicle straight away. It just kind of made sense. But now I've had it for like, I think it's coming up 2 weeks or 3 weeks now. It's got a bit of an issue. It's got a wheel bearing issue. You might be able to pick it up. I don't know whether it's coming through the microphone or not to let you can hear it, but it's definitely got a wheel bearing issue. It's got definitely bodywork issues. I mean, the bodywork isn't the best, but you know, it's nearly 189,000 miles on this car. And you know, I mean, it drives nice. It's pretty smooth. It's good on diesel. It is the Mondeo Titanium X Sport, and I know they've got a pretty good following of people that really like these cars, and a lot of people that have said to me, like a lot of people that know about the situation and what's happened, have all said to me, you know, they like these cars. It is what it is, and I get it. You know, it is what it is, and I have to move on with it. But for me personally, the Focus was what I thought was staying with me. And now I've ended up in this. I mean, don't get me wrong, lovely car, drives nice, lots of creature comforts that you'd expect, but just when you get used to having something and then it goes away and then you think to yourself, well, I mean, I've had some amazing stuff, but maybe that's the situation now. Maybe this is a stepping stone in the right direction to make me appreciate what I had. So you got to turn that negative into a positive. So that's exactly what I'm doing, turning it into a positive, and you know, maybe to get the creature comforts that I like in a vehicle. And for a car that I'd want, you know, maybe I've got to enjoy this, you know, live with it. It's still a nice car. It's a good looking car. It needs a bit of work doing to it. So that's why I'm thinking I wasn't going to bring a video on it. I wasn't going to highlight it. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, why not? You know, a lot of us go through this. A lot of us go through this thing of you have a nice car. Unfortunately, you have to give it up for whatever reason. And then you'd end up in something that you didn't expect to end up in. Now, I didn't expect to end up in a 189,000 mile Mondeo, but I have done. Am I going to make it work for me? Absolutely. It's going to be here for a little while I get things situated, get things in place to get ready to get a new vehicle. But for now, this is going to stay. So I figured, why not bring you guys a series on it of how I'm going to change it up a little bit. You know, put my stamp on it. I've already gave it the Maguire's treatment, and it looked absolutely fantastic sitting in the unit with the lights gleaming off it, and the paintwork did look good after the Maguire's clean. And then the more I looked at it, I thought, why not make it into a series of let's do it up. Okay, yeah, it's probably still not worth an awful lot if I did do it up anyway, but let's make a series out of it on YouTube where I can do it up. You know, the rear badge on the back looks absolutely shocking. Change that. The parking sensors all around do not work. Let's get 4Scan on it. Let's identify which one it is. Let's change it up. Get the parking sensors working. Get the chip computer and all that sorted. Get it updated. Get it all nice and fresh using 4Scan, because you can update the Converse Plus system. So let's update it. Let's do little bits to it. Let's update the infotainment center in the middle to have like Apple CarPlay, you know, or Android Auto, you know, whatever that we can get hold of, because I know you can get a big Tesla screen for these. I know you can get an AliExpress screen that apparently works really well, you know, and you can have a rear view camera on the back. Let's try something like that. Let's try and make this car what it is. Let's try and up it a little bit, and then at the end of it, when I'm due to get the new car, let's see if we could sell it. Now, for me personally, for what I could have got from the Focus, after paying the finance off, I think I would have been left somewhere in the region of £1,700. Now, I've took this on, and Darren, who I've mentioned in the last video, he's basically done this for like, it was going to be up for 12, and he gave it to me with the car, but technically it's like 900, I think he said. After factoring that in, let's go and get the wheel bearing sorted out. Let's get that noise ironed out so that there's no issues with the car. Let's get the 2 doors done, because 2 doors, this one's got rust on it worse than that one, but both doors have got rust on them, and this one's got a bit of paint peel on it. Let's get the dents in the back door sorted. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but at least maybe for its next owner, it could be the ideal car. Let's get them issues sorted out. You know, let's spruce it up a little bit, make it unique, make it mine, make it put the stamp on it where I'd be like, yeah, this is, you know, really, really nice. This is going to do someone really well. You know, how many more miles are you going to get out of it? I mean, the way it drives, I don't know. I mean, it could go well into the twos, you know, well high up into the 200,000s. As long as it's well maintained, I don't see an issue with that. I mean, for the miles that I'm going to put on it now compared to what I put on the Focus, at the end of the day, as I say, it is what it is, and it's time to move on from the Focus. It's time to see where we end up, see what type of car we can get at the end of this, and then see what we could sell this for. So let's make the little series out of it. It will be going to Customize Your Wheels, who done the Focus wheels. They will be going to them, and these wheels need to be updated because they look shocking. The Ford badges in the middle are absolutely peeled to death. There's nothing left on them, but you can still see the outline of the Ford badge. Let's bin them out. Let's get new badges. Let's get new badges all round. You know, let's make it look a bit more fresh, a bit more presentable. You know, let's do little bits to it. If you've got any suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below this video. I am going to see what type of stuff I can do to this car, where I get into it and be like, I've done this. You know, this is something I've done. It's gone from what it is now to much better. You know, I mean, there'll be people out there that'll turn around and say, what's the point? It's an old car. But then I'd like to drive around in something where I'd be like, this is something I'm happy to drive around in for the time being, while we're waiting to find out what the new car situation's going to be. Because who knows? Who knows what could happen 6 months from now? You know, who knows what could happen a year from now? This car might still be here in a year. It just depends. Obviously, the more money I can bring in, then the better my deposit's going to be for the next car. I'm not sure what the next car is going to be, so that's going to be a whole new series in itself where we start looking. If you're looking for a cheap car, then the Mondeo is basically where it was at. You know, people love these cars, they really do. I mean, a lot of people I speak to absolutely love the Mondeo, and believe me, there's been quite a few that I've mentioned. Now, there's some out there who know about the car, know about the situation, and I've seen the car and were quite shocked, because obviously it's not me. It's not. the car that I would go for. It's not a car I've gone for in the past. It's not. Everything has been new. It's either been, you know, ST, VXR. I'm trying to think of other cars. You know, there's been plenty of other cars out there, but ST, VXR, I've gone from them. When I started doing social media and stuff like that, it was the VXR that I had. That's what started. That's what kicked everything off, I think. Then I had the stepping stone at the Focus 1.6 automatic in there, and it wasn't for me. It was awful. Got rid of it and got another VXR. Got rid of the VXR. Got Focus. Got the GTC VXR. Got rid of the GTC VXR. Got a Focus ST, the white one. Then I went from the white one to the blue one, and the blue one is the car that I've had the longest. It's the only car I've ever MOT'd. As I say, you guys let me know in the comment section what you think. What do you think I should do to this car, if anything? And we'll see what we end up with towards the end of it. Towards the end of the series, we'll see what we end up with, see how much we've spent putting into this car to get it where it needs to be, and then see what it goes for, if it goes at all, because the original owner, Darren, may come back for it. You just never know. The Mondeo does have one trick up its sleeve though. Now this used to be that creamy beige colour that it's in some cars. Obviously the newer cars went all black inside. So Darren has done this himself, but then he also done this. Yeah. Mondeo Royce. As for Darren thought he probably got away with it. So Darren was saying he was going to make a YouTube channel, and he had the perfect chance to do it. And believe it or believe it not, this featured in his video. So,
I do believe that if Ford made the STT DCI model for this generation of Ford Mondeo, this would have been it. It's what every dad trying to hold on to his youth, but still have to worry about fuel economy would have bought. There is a 2.5-cylinder petrol model available, and one day maybe we'll get to drive it. But for now, this is a really great car. If this is anything to go by, maybe 100,000 mile isn't what's classed as high anymore. Maybe, just maybe, it's 200,000.
So now I'm not going to play all of it. It's only a small part of it. In the next video, if he hasn't made his channel properly, I'll leave his channel link down below. If he hasn't made it properly, be sure to out him in every single car video, especially with this one. We're going to out him and make him start the channel, because he's got my Focus ST right now, got a white Focus ST, and he's also got a Fiesta. Let's out him, let's make him make a YouTube channel, because believe me, he should make a YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, as always. As I say, be sure to let me know in them comments what you think we should do to it. If you think we should do anything at all, let me know in the comment section down below. It will be going to customise your wheels to have them done. The badges will be replaced, and then we'll see where we go from there. It's a very different type of ownership compared to the Focus, but it's here. It is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting as always, and we'll see where we go. I appreciate all the support. But drop a like if you liked it, subs if you loved it, turn notifications on, and I'll see you with the Mondeo in the next one.